I think the last session was pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Were
Yeah, we
you
had
gonna
to
go
cut it
ahead?
a little short, so yeah, I feel like it was pretty straightforward. Yeah, we got a quest and we started working on it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Knock on our door.
Yep.
Yeah, knock on the door. A frantic little man came up to the house, knocked on our door, asked us to follow him. We went over to the beach, and he said that his friends were missing, and there was evidence on the beach that something in the water, something in the lake, had captured them and pulled them into the lake. We went to talk to people, including the mayor, and eventually led us to an older person, old farmer, who told us the story of something mysterious, a monster in Lake Moranthi, some type of creature. It's been there for some time, and if something disturbs it, then it comes and it takes what it wants. And kind of to teach us a lesson for intruding on its home. It seems like it might be a colony of creatures that are maybe controlling some kind of liquid beast, and this colony of creatures feasts on people. And there was something about adventurers and a trident, and I don't think he knew much more. He also offered us raw turnips, and the farmer was otherwise nice. I don't know, anyone want to add anything to that? Am I missing anything in that?
His name was Farmer Mayan.
Farmer Man, yep.
Yeah, I think one of the really distinct images that we got last week was that when the evidence of the person being dragged off into the lake, it was like their sort of the image of like their fingers spread out and raked into the beach. And just sort of the print that would leave behind as they're just dragged back, and there's like these 5 lines in the sand, or 10 lines in the sand.
That's a great description.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was kind of like an underwater horror story.
Yeah.
But the local fishermen, Bill and Phil, have been talking about the monster in the lake for a long time. And we fought a water monster on the lake previously. And it seemed to go away after we finished fighting it, but we don't think we ever destroyed it. And also Rita threw a flute into the lake right around where this occurred, I think.
Yeah, so it was the morning before we got our knock on the door. Rita got up at like 2 a.m. She went to sleep early, and she went out onto the beach and threw her flute into the lake. And then one of the things that we learned from Farmer Maine is that these, this sort of thing happens when, basically, litter is thrown into the lake when it's polluted with litter or, disturbed. These things come out to, deal with that problem by kidnapping and murdering folk.
I still don't think it was the flute. I mean, so yes, this happened at 2 a.m. right before it attacked the people. And then literally within 24 hours before that, we rode out 2 hours and were fishing, and it attacked us then, and we fought it. And I'm pretty sure it is pissed at us, and that's why it came and attacked the town.
That being said, though, it was still the reason why it came up is because a fishing pole was lost into the lake.
True. We rode out to the center.
For some reason, I came to the assumption. I think we got some information that told us that, but I don't know why. I think it was maybe an insight sort of thing. With the creature came up in response to the fishing pole going down.
I wrote down that it takes what it wants when things disturb its peace. I think the farmer told us that as part of the story.
We do know there's underwater tunnels, so we talked to Grocknar at the Quill and Stopper, and he gave us some underwater breathing potions and some healing potions, and a permanent friends discount.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yeah. Grocknar gave us 5 water bottles. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that we have to rep him as our sponsor now for the discount.
That's Grucknar was very awesome. So yeah, he for free he gave us 5 bottles of water breathing potions, but they only last for 1 hour. He also gave us 3 bottles of slipperiness, which allow you to not be penalized for your movement underwater. And then he also sold us some healing potions, which was awesome at a discount. But he just gave us the water breathing and the slipperiness, so he's awesome.
And Kassandra talked to him. Oh.
I was gonna say they last for 8 hours. The freedom of movement. Nice. We only have 3 though.
Yeah. Kassandra talked to him about Roland too, trying to make them be best friends because they're both bookish.
Yeah, that's the thing that's happening. Yeah.
But we also have this overarching quest that Kassandra's very worried about, which is to find this eye, because Ilaria sent us. Ilaria stole this eye artifact from some necromancers, and the Raven Queen also wants to find this eye. So Kassandra wants to help here, but also wants to be impatient and hurry it up because she wants to seek out this eye.
Yeah. So we found, I don't know how much you know about like the first arc, but we found like I don't know, should we be telling about a recap of all this stuff?
I know you've either found the eye or like solved some sort of puzzle that got close to the eye, correct? And the necromancers are looking for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have like a direction where the eye might be, but we don't have it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a whole campaign recap. It can just be a session recap.
Mm-hmm. Okay, never mind then.
I mean, feel free to just add anything you want, though.
And in the third session, we went to.
I was going to. Something that we didn't talk about last time, even though I like highlighted it maybe as a thing to look at, the journal that we found from Ilaria that had like the quotes from it. The first 3 quarters of it are blank, and we haven't like looked at that at all as to like why why is 3 quarters of the book blank.
You also got your stuff back from layaway, and we brought that back to the house.
Yeah, everything's at the house except for the scrying mirror, which I had kept on me because we might actually use it as we're rowing out to try to find these people that were taken. But
yeah, and we reserved 2 boats for the go out to the lake.
I thought we just got the one.
Did we just get one?
I thought it was just one too.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't actually write it down. I'm just going off memory.
Yes.
Need better.
Phil bill has been paid.
Indeed has.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
And Phil gave up the opportunity to, sponsor us as well. Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
he's gonna come to regret that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is like important or not, but like so the day, I think the day before, or like at least the day before the festival, which was probably 2 days ago, we rented 2 of Phil Bill's boats and went out to this fishing excursion, and we totally brought them back broken. They're like in tatters. They're real bad.
Yeah.
He wasn't the happiest with us.
I'm sorry to think maybe we should get 2 in case one of them breaks down.
Maybe, yeah. I know this is like more talking about when we can go, but is our current plan to still like row out 2 hours and then drop straight down and just see what we can find, and then when we're done, just come straight back up and try to find the boats and row back? Is that our best plan?
I mean, I don't know if I have a whole much of a plan. I kind of just want to row out and see what we find on the surface of the lake.
Yeah, see if we can draw the creature out, I think was our plan. So that would be separated from what the other creatures in the tunnels and stuff. But
because I mean, for all we know, and the other thing that I was thinking about is we heard about from Farmer Maine that there was another adventuring party that this happened before, and another adventuring party was able to deal with it, and that they used a trident, and I was starting to think, what if the trident isn't a trident? What if there's like a pillar of 3 rocks or something sticking out of the lake, and that's where these caverns are, or something like that?
It's possible. I wrote down that the trident is what controls the water creature, maybe. So I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's like a guess that I had based on what.
Yeah, I think that was speculation.
Yeah, I think Grafnar said it tried something about tridents maybe controlling something, and we assumed water.
Assumed the creature.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's true, and like this colony is controlling it, then the colony would have the trident with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we could also try and find the tracks underwater that they were dragged to. But...
Maybe, that's a good idea.
The other thing, though, is that Farmer Main didn't say it was a trident. He said it was like a fork thing, and then we just sort of filled in trident.
Yeah, he was very bad with words.
But maybe we're totally wrong about that.
Maybe it's actually a fork, like Little Mermaid, and like a springy sprongle or whatever she calls it.
A doodad.
Yeah.
I mean, he specifically wrote down said 3 forks, though, right?
Oh yeah, I think he said like 3-pronged fork or something.
3-pronged fork.
Yeah.
So it could be super tiny, but that still counts as a trident. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like one of those like clam forks or whatever.
All right. Anything else for recap?
Not that it matters, but I wrote down the name of the 4 people that were taken. Mm-hmm. I did not catch the name of the very distressed dude, if that matters.
Oh, but he's drinking at the bar if we want to talk to him.
He is.
All right, and with that, I believe we will go into this session here. So, you guys are situated alongside the beach, as you just spoke with Phil Bill, and he gave you permission to use one of his boats to go out into the lake. And so before we, fully dive in with Tarvik here, there is a man who approaches your group here. He kind of pushes his way through the crowd. Excuse me, and you guys recognize him as he comes toward you, specifically towards Cromwell. And you notice that this is Nikolai. And he is not wearing what you are familiar with him wearing. He's not wearing his guard clothing, uniform, armor, what have you. He's just in normal clothes as he comes up to Cromwell. And he kind of sheepishly looks to him and says, sorry guys. I know you're, here with stuff, but Cromwell, do you think we can talk privately? I want to apologize to you and just talk to you about stuff. And then Cromwell's like, looks to you guys. We're kind of doing stuff here a little bit. Do you guys mind waiting?
Can I make an insight check to see if this guy wants to punch Cromwell or hurt him or anything?
Yeah, insight. Yeah. Hop into 101 for me.
Okay.
He looks like apologetic and just wants to talk to Cromwell.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Okay. Oh wow.
All right.
That was quick. Yeah, it's that one guy from Avatar, basically.
Mm-hmm. I don't know Avatar well enough. I'm sorry, it's been too long.
Oh yeah, it's the one guy from the polluted island. That's the only reference I know well enough to be like, oh yeah, that guy. But
oh my gosh,
yeah, I understand what you mean.
He is that guy.
No, that's my brother, Hugh and Shu or something like that. I couldn't tell you the names, but.
Oh wait, who's what guy?
Phil Bill. We're talking about Phil Bill.
Oh. Wait, from Avatar?
There was one episode of Avatar where like they went to that weird island dock place where there was one guy who like pretended to be like 2 or 3 different people.
That was my inspiration.
Oh, good.
So
yeah, Kassandra, you heard what I said. But Cromwell looks at you guys. Do you guys mind if I think it'll just be a quick minute. I'll come back.
Okay, where are you guys going?
Cromwell just kind of looks to. Oh well, I'm just hoping the bar or something, or maybe your house. It's a little embarrassing, and I just want to, tell you some stuff. No, okay.
You can use the house.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit if you just wait here. And then Cromwell starts walking with the guy, and the guy just, puts his head down a little bit, rubs his neck, and then just walks a little bit away. Cromwell following as they move away.
Rieta smirks at them as they walk away.
This
Why
dude
you
is the same
smirking?
that tried to kill him, right? Didn't he try to kill him last time we talked?
I mean, it's really sad.
You're not wrong. I mean, I don't know if he tried to kill him. He tried to fight Cromwell, but I mean, his demeanor's quite a bit different. I think this is good.
Yeah, I wonder what happened.
And in the meantime, we cut scene again. Tarvik, you have just reached, after quite a little bit of traveling, the entrance to what you know as Paramore, from what you've been told. As you enter in, there does appear to be a barrier that you enter. As you continue walking forward here along this small path, you see a very quaint area. You can kind of see outreaching that the lake is, towards the farther end over here. And you see a smattering of buildings. You see very large buildings in front of you, and the fork in the road, per se, where you have a left and you have a right. But you don't notice that many people are here walking about, though you do notice a bit of a crowd towards the lake. As you continue walking.
I'll start walking towards the lake, just seeing, I guess, just slowly making my way.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to see if I can hear what's going on, if nothing else.
Yeah, not from this distance. You don't hear quite much, but you do see people kind of congregated over there in this beach area, right here.
Okay. I'll just keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess just walk through town. Try to take note of if I can see what different buildings are easily. Maybe do that.
Yeah, you see some homes here. So these are homes that you determine. These two houses, you're not quite sure. I mean, buildings, I should say. You're not quite sure what they are. They look large, and it seemed like they could house a lot of people. But these smaller buildings, you notice just taking a look around, that these are probably houses. And you notice that as you go closer towards the lake, there seem to be, more medium-sized or larger-sized establishments that could be of various places of business, or catering to a larger crowd, not personal. As you see some of the buildings here, as well as the buildings here. But you do notice that a lot of people are congregated here towards the beach. There seems to be some whisperings and talkings amongst, though you can't quite hear what they're saying.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a very meandery route, I guess, is probably the correct term. I'll just kind of walk up and down and just see, what's going on. Maybe if we want to say I just walk down here and then I loop by the lake and take a look out, and then I start looping back around this way, just probably towards more the crowd area.
And as you walk through, you notice one or two people who kind of at the side of their vision, they kind of look over towards you, and they kind of squint their eyes a little bit from the crowd. They don't say anything as you walk through, but they kind of give you a side glance. And as you kind of near this way around here, you get a little bit of conversation, just more, I guess, feelings and expressions, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. Whoa, what do you think they're gonna do? Do you think that there's gonna be more people kidnapped? And things along the words. They're a little nervous. You sense a little anxiety and disbelief amongst the crowds of people. And it's not a throng of crowd. It's groups of 4 or 5 people clumped together, and then a few more people, and some people streaming in by themselves. But I'd say in terms of like a mass, it's like a crowd of 30, probably.
Okay.
And you do notice in the middle of this crowd that there are 3 distinct people who look very different from everyone else who is kind of whispering amongst themselves. And based on your experience, you know this to be like probably adventurers, because they have weapons at their side, they are armored, and they have a more sophisticated demeanor than the folks around them. They're standing relatively tall, except for Kassandra. But yeah, they just look very different from the rest of the people.
Okay. If I mean, how far? I probably we're probably starting to get to like here, maybe. I'll say Tarvik, it's like listening in on the crowd, but like it's kind of just largely just trying to pick up little bits and pieces, not asking anyone. I am probably gonna see that group and look at Kassandra for a while and try for a long time.
Okay. While this is happening,
I notice this?
You guys, I was just gonna say, you guys, out of the corner of your eye, you would notice, again, just like yourselves, a very distinct character compared to the rest of the people in town. He is armored, and he has, I believe he has a weapon by his side.
Yeah, I would have a great axe.
Yes, great
so
axe.
Probably on my back, more realistically, but yeah.
Perfect. And he is not human, he is not halfling, he is not gnome, he's not dwarf. Some of the more frequent races that you see around town, he is very distinct as a half-orc. And you notice his different stature, as he is very tall. And he's not saying much as you take a look around, but you do notice him come about. And Kassandra, with your passive perception, you would notice that he's taking a long look at you as you kind of see him come around here.
I whisper to Rieta, hey, I think, and Roland, hey, I think that guy's checking me out. And I nod over at his direction.
I turn and look at him for a second, and then I look back at Kassandra. I mean, well, do you like him?
I mean, I'm not really. I've got other things to worry about. But what should I do? Something? Should I What do you think?
What do you want? You want to go talk to him?
Yeah, but let's all of us go. 'Cause I don't.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Right.
Do you want to ignore him and walk away and see if he follows us?
Ooh, yeah, maybe he's.
That's a really good move.
There's a bounty after me. It could be related to that. I mean, it's from really far away, though. Yeah, let's just go towards the rowdy room and see if he follows us there.
How is this the first time we're hearing about this?
Oh, I mean, it's so far away. Probably fine. Waterdeep. It's super to the south.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waterdeep. Yeah.
Yeah, I did some things there. So long ago, so far away.
Well, I mean, we can deal with that. We can unpack that later.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll nonchalantly walk towards the rowdy room.
All right.
I'm not gonna follow. I don't have a reason to follow right now. I will say probably after listening in for a while, Tarvik will awkwardly approach one of the groups that are just talking. And again, kind of awkwardly staring again.
Yep.
Just go, did you guys say kidnappings?
Oh yeah. It seems like you're out of town, but there are these four men who just got snatched. Look, you can still see the claw marks that they're just raking through the sand. And the guy just points over, whispering all of this to you. As he points over, you do notice that at the beach end, there seems to be 4 pairs of, like, I say claw marks, but they're like hand marks with the fingers outspread, raking through the sand, going towards the water, like people were being pulled into it. And you see 4 sets of these. And this person's human. As the human man talks to you, I don't know. They're trying to figure out what the hell happened here. I mean, I'm supposed to go to work, and this is kind of freaking me out. And you see he's dressed in what appears to be like miner clothes. Guys, I don't think I will ever get over this whole miner thing. Sorry.
Minor?
Like minor as in, I'm saying minor as in
underage.
Yeah.
You're not talking like he's not in like a little boy's sailor's outfit and just that.
Schoolboy uniform.
Oh gosh. Yeah, he's a miner. You can see his clothes are already a little dirtied. Yeah, but he says that to you as you approach and ask.
Okay. I would kind of be like, what took him, or who? I guess.
I don't know. I think Ron's talking to those adventuring folk types over there, trying to figure it out. But oh god, this is crazy. I mean, are there monsters here? I guess you wouldn't know. And he kind of leans over to the other guys. Are there monsters here? I mean, we've been here for a while. What kind of monsters would be here?
Yeah, I'd like to, once they start talking about monsters, I'll just like back out of the conversation and leave. Like no words, no like, well, thanks for the advice, just leaving.
Nice. I imagine that Homer Simpson meme where it's like he just fades into the wall.
Kind of that, except I'm 6 foot tall and like definitely like probably higher and greener than everyone else here, so it's really obvious that I'm leaving.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I'll make my way to the rowdy room, I guess.
Okay. The entrance is over on this left-hand side here, as you make your way.
Okay. Left-hand side.
The group of you notice that at first he didn't come towards you, and he just started talking to another group of people. And in a little bit, he starts walking towards the entrance of the rowdy room.
Kassandra, now's your chance.
Do I think he's like hunting us, or like just dude?
I mean, I will say this: this is a half-orc, definitely skilled in like intimidation. Also has a really big axe, so like.
Make an insight check for me.
Okay.
Do you feel like you're being hunted?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Go into 1-on-1 for me.
Okay. Alright.
You are definitely not being hunted, but you know he for sure was looking at you for a while, but seems to have another interest somewhere now as he walks towards the rowdy room.
He seems like friendly though, or like angry, or
he feels neutral, not necessarily friendly, a little awkward. Based on what you observed with the other group, you felt that like he doesn't know how to act in social situations, but nothing like menacing or ill intent.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Okay, I don't think it's a bounty hunter. I think we're good.
Sure. Jill, do you want to like hold still and see if he passes us?
Let's just talk to him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know. Did you?
Yeah, Kassandra, shoot your shot. Go for it.
This isn't the time for that. Aren't you the one that's looking for love?
I mean, maybe, but he's looking at you. He's not looking at me.
Alright, I walk up to the orc, the half orc.
I was about to say, he's probably walking up to you as well.
Okay. So, you got a problem with halflings? I try to look menacing, but I'm not very menacing.
Like,
You want to roll
sitting behind her.
intimidation?
Sure.
Up to you.
Yeah, I will try. Oh, not bad.
That's not terrible.
I got my arms
Actually,
crossed and like.
I'll
my
roll
entire
against
mirror.
insight just so I can.
Okay.
Just so I can see, like, okay, I'm not scared at all.
Yeah.
Unfrightened.
Mm-hmm.
And also unconcerned, unsure why you're talking that way. And we'll just be like, what?
Saw you looking at me earlier.
Oh, you just look like someone I met a while ago. Thought it
Wait,
was
what?
weird.
What was their name?
You don't know.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Man, my parents been busy. Did they look like family resemblance?
Maybe. I don't know.
Interesting. What happened? How did you meet this person?
I was walking through a town, and they seemed nice, but kind of weird. And that's it.
Well, I am Kassandra. Who are you?
Tarvik.
This is Roland. This is Rieta. What brings you to town?
Guess I'm looking for someone. It's a weird story, but I'm looking for Ilaria. Looks at you very questioningly.
Well,
Rieta?
I'm afraid you're not gonna find her. Ilaria passed, I don't know, I think it's a few weeks ago. Does that sound right? A few weeks? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah, like a couple weeks. 3 weeks, yeah, something, couple to a few weeks.
You want an ale or something? We got some time.
Oh, sure. I'll take an ale.
So we go in the rowdy room and order around.
Okay, into the rowdy room we go. Alright, feel free to enter as you see fit.
The usual booth.
Yep.
Actually, I'm not gonna sit next to Kassandra.
Wow. Wow. All right. Tarvik is very confused and like looks up at the bar probably, and then like looks down at the table again, and then like slowly makes his way towards the table to sit down.
So, how do you know Ilaria?
I don't. I guess.
Oh, okay.
I was just told to come here
You see
by a lady.
I love this. You see Zara approach you with a smile on her face. A little strained, I guess is how I would put it. But she talks to you guys and says, anything I can get you guys?
Some ale.
to round.
Round each? Okay, alright. Just makes her way out.
Yeah, were you looking to be a student? We were students of Ilaria's.
I guess. I did stuff of entering, I mean, a while ago, but I stopped for a bit. And then I met this weird woman, and she said to come here along with some other stuff.
Who was this woman? What did she look like? What did she sound like?
She had a face,
Those are important.
a nose, She was old, I think. She knew magic.
Francesca?
That could be a lot of people.
She did call herself Frankie. I don't know if that. Okay.
Probably,
Maybe.
right?
Yeah.
The lady that threw the fireball that we ran into that one time?
Yeah.
So,
That sounds like her. Was this nearby here? Where was this?
No, this was a lot farther south.
So you're capable? Like, we have a monster in town, some sort of water creature that we're. Do you know anything about those?
Not particularly. I'm not. I mean, maybe back in the day I fought one, but it's been a bit. I'm
Is
just,
he wearing like armor, or you said he has,
I'm
like, a great
wearing plate mail armor, carrying around a giant axe. Like
Okay.
it's abundantly clear that this dude knows.
Okay.
At the very least, has the money to afford the big expensive things.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks like, I don't know. Looks like you're equipped for a fight. Maybe you could help us out. We could be taking on a lot of creatures.
Oh, okay. I guess I could help if you need it. I can't breathe water or anything like that though. So,
Oh, well, we are sponsored by the Quill and Stopper over there. Groknar is the shop owner. He's great. And he set us up with some underwater underwater breathing potions.
He looks confused by the term sponsored, but like, and like looks around a little bit. Oh, I guess, I mean, if that's what adventurers like you do now with the sponsorships, we really didn't do much of that back in my day. So, gives a shrug.
Well, how did you afford such great armor?
It's complicated. Fought a lot of things from a while ago, but that was, I don't know, 20 years ago ish now. It's been a bit.
What you been doing in between that time?
Things. Sometimes. I make healing potions and chop wood.
Make healing potions. Holy shit. That'll earn you some money.
Yeah, it did okay. You also, I want to make this abundantly clear. Like, the fact that you guys are all focusing on him is making, like, it's clear that he is uncomfortable with the situation he's currently in.
Okay. I guess Kassandra will pick up on that and we'll be like, well, let's talk about what we know so far, guys, and come up with a plan.
Zara comes in with her ales, passes them out. All right, guys. And you pay her, I'm assuming.
Yeah, how much was it?
How much per round?
Funny. You're making me look at my list. Let's see. Ale, mug, 4 copper each.
Okay.
Oh boy, man. I don't know if I can afford that. No, I'm kidding. I'll put down 4 copper, and like you probably just see him drink it really quickly.
Right, she sets everything down, takes your money, and leaves.
Sure. Alright, so we could follow the tracks underwater to its lair, or we could try and draw it out like we fought it before on top of the lake, in the middle of the lake.
I don't know if it's a good idea to try fighting it on the lake before going down into the cavern, because we got beat up last time. Like, we just barely won that fight. If we do that again, we're not going to be able to to tackle the caverns.
We also capsized one of the boats. Well, I guess it wasn't fully capsized, but it was taken on water.
Yeah, I had to bail it all the way back.
Yeah.
And I agree, we should definitely try to find the Slayer before we engage with anything. So my thoughts, and I pull out the scrying mirror and I show the group. I need a little bit of time with this, but this is a scrying mirror. If y'all want to wait 10 minutes, I can identify it so that I know how to use it.
Okay.
Well, we're waiting on Cromwell anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a friend.
Should we go back to the beach? Do we need to go back to the beach because we just kind of walked off?
Find us. I feel like
I guess we can.
Okay, sure, we can go back to the beach.
Finish our drinks.
Should we go to the house and check on him? I don't know. Has it been a while now?
I mean, I think we should give him his space with all this. I know a little bit, so if he doesn't tell y'all, I'll tell you.
Okay. Good, I hope.
I mean, the fact that the kid's talking to him is good, I think.
Alright, so you guys head to the beach? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, we'll finish. Well, do you want to do the identify in here and then go, or?
I have no preference, but I just have to sit for 10 minutes.
Rieta, do you think we should go back?
I mean, yeah, I think probably 10 minutes he's going to be looking for us.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's go to the beach and set up lay down a blanket and hang out on the beach.
Alright, so you guys make your way out. You can make yourselves go to the beach. Beach. Let's go get away.
The obligatory beach episode.
I'm going to find a quiet area and pull out the scry mirror. So I'm not actually using the scry mirror, I'm just using identify so that I can get a better gauge on how to use the scry mirror.
And it's a little hard to find a super quiet area where you are in particular, where your tokens are, just because everyone is still congregated in that area.
Hey.
In terms of the actual beach, there's probably less people on this corner here, but there's still going to be people around here.
Is there anyone at the boats? Can I go sit in the boat?
You can go sit in the boat.
Well, that way, if Cromwell comes back or something, we decide we want to leave, and I'm still doing this, they can. But yeah, I'm going to go sit in the boat.
I'll just hang out next to it.
Yeah, you all can continue to talk. This will take 10 minutes.
Okay. So here's what we know, new guy. All right, so we talked to the oldest guy in town, Farmer Mayan. And he said there was a story of a water monster that has a layer underwater in these tunnel structure. And this water monster is revered by a bunch of creatures that also live underwater. And a bunch of adventurers stopped it once before with a magical trident that we don't know anything about. But yeah, we know that it's taking these people, and I show them the tracks. And they could be dead. We don't know. We didn't see bodies or anything. Are you good at tracking? Maybe you could look at the tracks.
I'll give it a try. I'm not good at it. He'll start looking at it.
Another important question. You a good swimmer?
Not. I mean, I can do okay if I'm not in, kind of flicks his armor. But I don't usually go swimming most of the time. In this, again, shakes his armor around a little bit.
Yeah, you probably just sink to the bottom.
Gives a nod.
Yeah. Do you know? Yeah, if you want to take a look at the marks, we didn't see much interesting from them besides we think they're like the victims maybe clawing at the sand.
Can I guess, what would you like me to roll, DM? Take a look at the marks.
Investigation.
Investigation. Oh boy. Doing okay with rolls at least.
So you know that these are indeed like hand marks that have been dug in and the people were dragged out to the water. You notice that there was not that much of a struggle. It seems like the extent of the struggle was them, being caught off guard, trying to grab any type of hold onto the ground, which wasn't much because it was just sand. And they got pulled in and dragged. You don't really find much else in terms of clues, just that they were pulled into the water.
Okay. So Tarvik will go, yep, seems like hands.
Yeah. So we think maybe some magic shit's going on because we're not really seeing signs of like beasts and shit. So I don't know. Roland's a magic specialist, as you can see.
Oh. Well. Good for you.
I'm literally muttering stuff in front of me.
Yeah.
Y'all are talking, completely ignoring y'all.
Yeah. So you're welcome to help us fight. I don't believe we talked about a reward for this. It was more just got caught up in the mix of things.
That's true. No one's offered a bounty. Maybe we should ask Ron about that.
Yeah. Yeah, Ron's our town master. So he would have the bounty if we had one.
Okay.
I mean, what do you work for? Do you work for a gold type of guy, or you just like to do the right thing type of guy?
Just kind of gives a shrug.
Fair enough.
Haven't done this in a while. I guess it was gold before, but I don't know if you guys are just paid exclusively by sponsorships now, or whatever.
Preferably.
We're mostly paid in gold. The sponsorship was kind of just like he was already helping us out, and he just decided to give us a discount on top of helping us because we wanted to help him. So it's kind of a mutual thing.
I guess I can wait here with Roland if you two want to go talk to Ron. Figure out a contract.
Yeah, that sounds good. What do you say, buddy?
Oh, okay. I'll go.
Is Ron still around like the beach?
He is, and he's still with Elsa talking. They seem to be in conversation right now. Probably, like off here.
All right, I'll head back over his way.
And you catch a little bit of the conversation as you approach. Ron is just talking to Elsa. I don't believe the rumors saying there's a monster in here. It's the lake. There's nothing in here. Yes, but maybe Farmer Man was right. You know the stories he told about a creature, and even Phil Bill. Oh, hi Rita.
Hey, Elsa. How are you two doing? I know it's kind of a fun morning. We've already checked in, but we've been sort of asking around and poking around. But we're kind of just wondering whether Ron has decided on remunerating someone investigating this.
He kind of takes a look at you, crosses his arms, and just kind of sighs a little bit. Are you planning on taking on this mystery? And he uncrosses his arms and does air quotes.
Rita just sort of shrugs. playing with sort of the idea of doing it, but if it's not something that's being taken seriously by the town, then I don't know if we should be taking it seriously.
Ron, we should take this a little bit more seriously. It could be a creature. We don't want the townspeople to think that we're not caring about them if this is a real issue. And he kind of looks at him sternly, and Ron just kind of looks at her, folds his arms again, takes a look at the ground and is silent for a moment or two. All right. It might be something. It might not be. He kind of takes a look at Yelsa. But if it is something, it'll be good to, have you hack and slash folk look into it, I suppose. If you figure out what this is before we do, then yeah, there's some coin in it for you.
Rieta just sort of beams at Ron, and what quantity?
To be determined.
Well, that sounds like a deal if I've ever heard one. And Rieta will sort of stick her hand out.
Takes a look at it and begrudgingly opens his arms and shakes it. It's a very stern shake.
And as Ron takes her hand, Rieta is going to say, as graduated apprentices of Ilaria, we're full-fledged adventurers now, and I believe that our current rate is 20 gold per day to do something like this.
He kind of scoffs a little bit. 20 gold per day? What if you don't find anything? That's money wasted.
But it's not money wasted. It's money bringing you peace of mind.
Peace of mind. This is probably just a prank from Toomey. There's bored. How about 10 gold per day?
You'll know. Given the history and that you're such a good friend, I think we can give you a discount. 10 gold per day.
Nah, whatever. Crosses his arms again. Goes back to talking to Yelsa. Yelsa seems very happy.
Thanks, Ron.
He's very much ignored you after that. Just turned straight to Yelsa.
What do you think, Ron? Is 10 gold per day like a good amount? I could have just made that up. I don't know if we should have asked for more. You're a seasoned adventurer with enough of gold for everything. What do you think?
I don't know. That seems fine. I did.
Great.
Yeah, that works.
Great. I'll head back over to where Roland is.
Yeah. By the way, any awkward pauses are just as awkward in character as they are out of character. So
we thrive on awkwardness. We're good.
I love it.
Am I about finishing?
Yeah. So within this time period, 10 minutes. We'll say 10 minutes goes by. And Roland, I chatted you the results of your.
Yep. I'm gonna walk over to Rieta and our new friend as well, and I'm gonna ask Tarvik. Tarvik, do you know any magic?
Yeah, I know a little bit.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, then this might be something that you can use as well. And then just for out of character, it can be used by clerics, bards, and wizards, as well as druids and warlocks. By hold up the mirror and say, the way this works is we can basically have access to the scry spell once per day, but every time we use it, we're going to roll a d20 and it will break on a 1. So we want to be a little bit sparing with it. This basically allows us to target a person or a location. If we have knowledge of the person, whether it be secondhand knowledge, firsthand knowledge, or are very familiar with them, it's much more likely to succeed. And then if you have like a likeness or a picture or a possession or a garment on it, it also makes it more likely to succeed. And if you have a bit of their body, it makes it much more likely to succeed. Anyways, they're going to make a wisdom save, and if they fail, then you can basically see around them. And I kind of, and I'm sure, and Roland uses very technical words to explain this, but that basically tells that that's what the scrying mirror would allow us to do. So given that, Kassandra, and do you still have that bit of cloth from one of the people that was taken?
Pull it out and hand it over.
So, some thoughts. The person I'm scrying on has to be a person, and it has to be on the same plane of existence. I have absolutely no idea what would happen if I scryed on someone who was dead. We could attempt to... It also says a person. I don't know what would happen if we tried to scry on a creature. But we do have, knowledge of this monster. Right? We could attempt to scry on that. Actually, it does say, never mind, a creature. Never mind, it does say a creature, not necessarily a person, a creature. Sorry, I just read this. So we probably could scry on the water elemental that we met once. Might be more successful in trying to scry on the captives, potentially? I don't know, what are y'all's thoughts? Who should we scry on?
All of them.
Once per day.
Aw.
What are we trying to learn by the scrying?
Honestly, I don't know
Where
if we
to
can learn
go?
that much. I'm hoping to learn where to go, but
I don't think it's going to tell us where to go. It may give us some insight into what we're going to find when we get there. Unless, somehow they're still traveling and we can see maybe what direction they're in, how far they are from, the shore, anything like that. But if they're already, in one of these caverns.
I mean, let's say they're in a cavern, we could at very least know whether or not the cavern is filled with water.
That's a good point.
Or what these creatures are.
Yeah, that's true. If they're surrounded by this colony of other creatures, we might be able to get a glimpse of them.
I would say that we'd have a better shot at scrying on the person who was abducted because number one, we have something on him. We have this little bit of shirt, but the other thing is that this thing that we saw. I don't know it. Like the thing that we fought out in the lake. I think Maine said something about it being sort of summoned by the whatever creatures are in the colony. I think that's what I recall. So it may or may not still be around. Is what I'm trying to say.
Fair.
I didn't also say it was insatiable though, so it's probably gonna keep trying to abduct people until it stops. So it should stay around.
That's fair too. Yeah, it might be hanging out close by. I think there is some chance that if I try to scry on someone that's dead, it might just fail. And I'm worried the 4 people that were taken are for sure drowned by now.
Jeez, that's so dark, Roland.
I know, I'm sorry, but it's
they could be fine.
How?
Maybe they're partying under there with the water creatures. They just wanted some new friends.
I think they're dead.
Ah, jeez, Tarvik.
I mean, being practical. But, I can definitely try, though. And hey, maybe even if they are dead, it might still work on their body. That's possible.
We still have kind of a trail that we could follow, too. I don't know.
Do you want... we don't have to use the scribe. We can, save it for later or something else kind of a thing, but I fear it's something to do right now, at least while we're waiting on Cromwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you magic folks figure it out. I don't know how to use this spells.
Well, does anyone else want to use it? I do not have to be the person that uses this. Someone else can if they wish.
I mean, you did all the work to identify it. It should be you.
Alright. I'm gonna try to scry. Kassandra, can I have that bit of cloth that you found for earlier?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give it to you.
Is that the one that we said that we think the person might be better than the monster? Assume you know what?
I think we should try scrying on the person.
Okay. Okay, so I have. So
Is this like
I know
a
that she
seance?
showed.
Do we hold hands and like?
How
Well,
about
it
we
makes you feel better.
we'll take a 10-minute break as you guys think about it a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are back.
Awesome. Alright. So if I could, I'm going to I go back to the boat, find a quiet place, and I'm going to attempt to. I'm going to get the piece of cloth from Kassandra, and I'm going to attempt to scry on the victim that was wearing that shirt. I should have secondhand knowledge of him only, so it means he gets a +5 to wisdom save, but the garment should make that -4, so he just has a +1 to his wisdom save.
Correcto.
Does he make it against my spell DC?
What does the thing say?
It just says make a wisdom saving throw. Which, if I was casting the spell, would typically be against my spell save DC, but because it's a mirror, it's a little weird.
Yeah, you're right. No, this would be the mirror's DC. Let me see. It is... DC 16. So write that down somewhere where you have like the mirror stat.
Sure.
And then let me roll. Okay, so that is a fail. Alright, so okay, so as you take a look into the mirror, all of a sudden, everything around you starts to fade away. It's almost like you're going unconscious, but as the darkness kind of starts filling in your peripheries, you start to have an image that focuses right in the mirror. So everything around the mirror is gone. And as you look into the mirror, it's almost like you're being drawn into its environment that it's showing you. It's kind of like you're going through at a very fast pace in a car, where like your vision is kind of blurred as things are moving past you. You're seeing a lot of blues, a lot of greens, almost like you're underwater, as this vision that is, bringing you forth to your target is moving at a rapid pace. You're not seeing a lot of distinct features as this is happening, but as the motion is like moving you forward through the mirror, it kind of stops in a very unlit area. You can make out the shapes and kind of the structures. So there seems to be a wall type area or some kind of stone. You're not really quite sure, but there is some type of structure there. And you see this this male, looks to be human, but you're not quite sure, because as you hone in, you start to see a very like placid face that seems to be disintegrating almost. Not in the sense that the material of the skin is disintegrating, but there just seems to be like a life force being drained out of him. His skin is becoming now sunken. His color of skin is now pale. His eyes are wide open as he lays on this, again, some type of structure. It's really hard to see. As his face now grows colder and his eyes that used to have life are now just dead, and they look very black and dull. And then the vision fades. You are just brought back to the current environment that you're in. You're blinking out of this vision that you just saw into the mirror, and you now have your awareness about you.
So normally the scry would last for as long as I can concentrate, up to 10 minutes. Did I feel like it kicked me out, or did it just come to its natural conclusion?
It came to its natural conclusion.
Did can I like look around at all? Like, is he like bound to this like structure? Is he just like laying on it?
You can't quite see things around when you scry, but with what little you saw that he was like on some type of thing, and you saw him start to fade, like his essence fade.
His essence fade? But like his hands weren't bound?
No, he was like lying on this table. It was very dark. You gather that it was some type of structure, like some type of stone maybe, or some other material that he was laying on.
And as far as I could tell, was it underwater?
You can gather intelligently that based on that like zoom in type of feeling that you got when you were looking in, you were going through water, and though it was dark, whatever assumption you make, but it was dark and he was in that structure. Yeah, it's hard to tell because, like I said, the vision of the area, or I'm sorry, the area was not like well lit for you to see things defined. I will go ahead and make a intelligence check actually for me, just a straight intelligence.
See if like his hair was floating.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking that. Yeah. Okay, nice. His hair was not floating as he would be like submerged. So you saw the like dripping of wet the water, but like him physically that you saw, it did not seem like his hair was being moved by any type of water.
Okay. Maybe he was a little dripping wet, like he recently was wet. But
he seemed wet, yes.
Yeah, okay. We'll assume he's out of the water then. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. I'm gonna convey that to the rest of the group, especially the fact that he was apparently not underwater.
Was that about his life? Is he still alive? Or did he...
Can I make like some kind of intelligence check regarding, or insight regarding that? I mean, it definitely seemed like he was dying, which in my mind makes it seem like he's probably not quite yet dead. But
I'll use weird. Your intelligence roll that you already rolled. Based on the signs that you saw, he was dying, and then it cut off right when you saw his eyes turn a very dull and like dull.
He died.
Hit like the right 10 minutes. Apparently,
that is when it ended. It's like the last thing you saw, his eyes just kind of go very dull, and then it got kicked out, or you got kicked out.
Okay, I'll convey that to the group then.
What did the mirror look like while this was being cast? Did we see what he saw, or?
So to you guys, when you looked at the mirror, it just looked like Roland's reflection. But to Roland, you were very immersed in it, and you had that vision.
That roll was to see if the mirror broke.
Oh. Yay, not breaking.
Yay.
It's a pretty big likelihood this is gonna break. Like, we use it 20 times and it could like break. Statistically.
Maybe by then you'll have the scry spell though.
Yeah, I was about to say, in theory, assuming we all survive, like, 5 spells aren't that far away.
Well, if he's just now dying or dead, maybe his friends are okay? Maybe we should hurry.
I feel like there's some urgency now.
Do you feel like you know the way, or
No,
we still got to do that? Okay.
The spell won't give anything for that.
Okay.
You don't even know how far away he is, only that it's on the same plane.
Well, should we start here, or like looking underwater?
I mean, maybe we just let Cromwell know that we need to go.
Let's go.
Yeah, we should.
Check Cromwell. Yeah.
Tarvik, can you join us for, or you can wait here, whatever you want to do.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay,
Looks around.
Why don't you join
just
us so we
walk
don't
with
lose
us.
you? Or go to Alaria's house.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave Tarvik on the beach by himself.
Okay.
We said walk with us.
Tarvik stands perfectly still and like looks around and eventually sits down, like a small lost child who like.
All right, so
I will just. Oh shit! I didn't disarm the trap for them. Maybe they went around back.
you can say that. I'll say that's fine.
Okay. Alright. I disarmed the trap.
We left it kind of a hurry. It may not be activated.
I think I don't know. I don't remember, but it's disarmed now.
Okay.
Did we see Cromwell?
Oh, actually, you know what? If you take a look around, you do not see Cromwell, but you do see a note on the table.
Ooh. Hey guys, I found a note.
What's it say?
What does it say?
Note on table in your journal.
Oh, I see.
Can we insight it? Is it Cromwell's handwriting?
Do you know Cromwell's handwriting?
We've lived him like months, right?
Has he written anything?
Do you
I mean,
have
this-
a written
this-
letter from him?
No.
Listen, guys. I mean, I don't know if we need to dwell on this. There's some people at the bottom of the lake that maybe need our help.
Okay, but you gotta tell us what the deal is with that. You said you knew
yeah,
something.
yeah.
I'm gonna check his room real quick just to see if it looks like there's a struggle or anything.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
Alright.
It looks like it was left by Cromwell as he normally does. He seemed to already have his things and stuff when he was out with you guys anyway. It doesn't look like anyone came in and disturbed this area.
Okay. Alright, I'll leave with the group. I'll say that it doesn't look like there's a struggle in his room. I think he really left. Tarvik, we're definitely gonna need you now.
Oh.
Yeah, none of us can row.
Did he leave the sword, or did he take that with him?
Oh yeah. Wait, what sword?
The sword from the vault.
Oh yeah, that was a fancy sword.
Did we find it? And searching the house real quick.
Make an investigation check.
I'll help you.
Okay. I'm good at investigating things.
It is not here.
Smart guy.
You take a look up and down, room to room. You don't find it.
Fair enough. Fair.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Thanks, Cromwell.
It's fine. We couldn't have used it. I think it was like a long sword. Alright, let's go. Wait, how much did you negotiate with Ron? Did you tell us?
Oh, yeah. He, I kind of twisted his arm and got 10 gold per day that we're doing this.
Okay, so we should
Is
really
that
take
enough?
our time?
I mean, I don't know. That's up to you, Kassandra. You're the one who's got
I thought you said that people were going to die soon.
No,
Yeah,
we
I'm
should
not.
do that, but then like wait to return back to him. I don't know.
So
That
we
seems
should-
really low.
So we're
It does seem
hoarding
well.
people away from their families.
No, we're gonna go. We're just Ron's a cheapskate.
Right. Did he give us like 40 gold for some orc heads per like 5
It
orc
was like
heads?
I think it was like 300 gold for that or something. Wasn't it like a lot?
Yeah.
I feel
We
like
need to talk about your money skills.
I'm pretty sure that like a modest. We're walking as we do say
Yeah.
this, but I'm pretty sure a modest lifestyle goes through like 10 gold pieces a week, which means if we wanted to live modestly, we'd have to go rescue someone every single week per person in order to make this work.
I told Ron I was giving him a discount since we were such good friends.
All right. We gotta save these people regardless. Go do the thing.
Do y'all want to buy the second boat or just take the one?
Well, let's
Just
see if
the
we can
one.
find the tracks underwater here, I guess.
Oh, yeah, okay, we can do that. I think just the one's good too, given because I seriously don't think we can row it. But,
Yeah, we don't even know where we would need to row
So-
to. It's a big lake.
Alright, so do you, Kassandra, want to be the person trying to follow the tracks? Are you good at survival-y things?
No,
No.
I am not. I am good at finding clues, but not at, I don't know, tracks. I don't know nature stuff.
My nature is not bad, and my investigation's not bad, but survival's terrible. Alright, well, will you an objective? I go ahead and use one of the oil things of slipperiness and like to go take a look. It lasts like 8 hours, so.
Nah, go for it. That's free.
I don't know. Should we wait until we get closer? I mean, it has very practical benefits in combat. I don't know if it would help with like trying to necessarily track this.
Should we get like goggles? No, let's go.
Let's just go.
I feel like we exhausted that. We looked for like snorkel gear and scuba diving gear and flippers, and they told us no. Like we asked.
All right. Sorry. All right, let's go. Let's look underwater. Let's follow the claw marks and see if we can find more claw marks. I will help you, Roland.
Okay. Can I investigate and try to figure out where the claw marks are going?
You may roll investigation with advantage because I'm just helping. You notice as you take a look like underneath the water, where the hand marks were being pulled down into. You notice that it stops maybe about like 5 to 10 feet from the water, and there's not much else. Kassandra, you know from your previous search in the water that's where you found that like ripped piece of cloth, on like that twig or branch that was in the water. But other than that, you don't really see much. The trail kind of stops, and even the trail in the water is like barely, because just the water has kind of covered it a bit. But you notice like the faint marks.
So we have an outlet though.
What I would like to try is I would like to row out to the middle of the lake, everyone take an underwater breathing potion, and we drop straight down and see if we can't find anything.
Well, yeah, try and go to where we fought the creature before, I guess.
Yeah, row the same direction a number of hours out.
I mean, it sounds like there's some like weird, crazy magic, life-draining stuff happening. I mean, there's a chance that it'll be really easy to find. I don't know.
Like
yeah, I hope so.
Around. Yeah.
Or like there could be like weird lights or something.
Maybe we should just throw something in the water and see if something comes after us.
I think we should just start paddling.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should start paddling too. Yeah, I don't want to engage if you have to. Definitely start paddling.
Okay. You guys.
I was gonna say, during the course of this conversation, Tarvik has been sitting in the boat, and like every time we're like, "Oh, let's do something else," Tarvik stands up and gets out of the boat and gets back in the boat.
That's fantastic.
Tarvik, we're a bit undecided, but we're going now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, but yes.
All right.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I guess I'll start rowing, assuming everyone can fit in the boat and everything like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's perfectly to scale here. supposed to be for 4.
Yeah, it's really not, but you guys would cram in. Alright, so you guys make your way out and you start rowing. Whoever is rowing, make a strength check for me, please.
I guess that's probably me. Just a check, you said? Strength?
Actually, let's do athletics.
Okay, it's the same score for me.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Very nice. Alright, so you guys are breezing through the water thanks to Tarvik. You can see his half-orc muscles are coming in quite handy here as he continues rowing the boat. And you guys can sit lavishly as passengers.
I'm Tarvik.
I'm gonna take out my book.
Nice.
100 Ways to Cook an Ooze.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got that.
Yeah,
I wonder.
it's pretty.
Maybe the
interesting.
water
There's
creature is an ooze. Okay.
There's like pseudopod kebabs and ochre jelly donuts, and this one I think is elvish. Roland, have you ever had omelette du bourgeois? It says the translation is omelet with black pudding.
I'm gonna go with yes. Yes, yes, it's an acquired taste, but
Cassandra's like gagging. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Cromwell's not here. He was our cook. Tarvik, how are you at cooking?
Listen, Kassandra, I'm working on it.
I occasionally cook for you.
Yeah,
I mean, I know how to make sure the animal isn't entirely burnt sometimes.
It's helpful. Yeah, I guess we can have Roland's salads.
My food is horrible, by
Not
the way.
burnt animals. Yeah. We'll worry about that when we get to it, I guess. Just peck away at my rations, so I guess I'll eat a ration before we get into the thick of things.
So you guys are rowing for a little while. I'd say about an hour or so as Tarvik is really powering through and you're gaining a lot of speed. And you're nearing what you think is probably the area that you were originally in. You're really towards the center of Lake Miranda here. And you see the shoreline, but it is so distant.
I got like 1,000 ball bearings. Let me just throw. I'll just plop like 10 or so ball bearings.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, please no.
Okay. Oh, okay. He's stopping.
I don't want to fight that thing. Because like even if we fight it, we're not going to necessarily be able to follow it back to where it came from. The last time it just attacked us and then it sort of collapsed on itself. So I don't think that's the way to go. I mean, maybe we could just try peering into the lake. Is it? I don't know. How clear is the water?
It's fairly clear, but it's very dark underneath, and it is very deep from what you remember of being in it. Last time you were out on the lake and you went under, there you didn't see a bottom.
My lantern won't work under there.
That actually is a good question. How not all of us can probably see underwater.
Am I the only one without night vision? I can't remember to have.
Yeah, half orcs have dark vision.
Oh, cool. Well, I mean, you just tie me to a rope and drag me, I guess.
I don't know. I kind of. Think...
oh dang it! I don't have light either. No.
Yeah, I don't have light either. Unfortunately, I don't have. I mean,
if we get to the point where there is no water, I can light my lantern. But getting me there, I guess, just drag me.
I don't know. Do we just sort of hop in and try to sink to the bottom?
I feel like the only two options are either we all take a water breathing potion and just go down, or one person takes the extra, tries to figure out where we're going, and come back and get the rest of us. But I honestly don't know if that's actually any better, because either they will or won't find something, and then I don't know what we do if they don't. So
We can all hold our breath for a couple of minutes, right? So we could try just holding our breath, seeing what we see, and then.
And we could try, but like, I think we're not gonna get very far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of just going down without using a potion, seeing if there's anything to see, and if not, using one of the potions. The question is, who do we send down? Because
not me.
whoever it is, we don't want them to get attacked on their own, and we need someone who can like see down there. So someone who's stealthy and can see.
And we don't even know if we have enough rope to reach the bottom. Like, what do we have? Like 150 feet? I have 50.
Does this boat have like an anchor at all?
That is genius.
It does not.
Okay, I wasn't sure how we were going to keep this still either. That's another point.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question. Does the boat have an anchor? Is that what you just asked?
Yeah, it apparently does not.
Does not.
Shit boat. We need to complain to Phil Bill.
Actually, hang on. I'll pull out a grappling hook that I have, and I'll start attaching my rope to the end, and then just like lowering it down into the water just to see how deep it is.
I'll give you an extra 50 feet if you need it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can start with 50 and then go from there. So.
Yeah. All right, so Tarvik, as you lower it, and it continues to go down, and you're at the end of your 50-foot rope.
Okay. Can I attach another 50 feet length and then keep lowering it?
Yep, you continue lowering it, and as you continue to do so, it continues. And you're at the end of your 100-foot.
I'll give him my 50-foot rope. Well,
okay. All right, so I keep it going. 100 more or 50 more feet down.
All right, you continue, or you tie the rope and you continue dropping it down. And let me see here. Sorry, give me 1 second. It continues to hold even though you're at the very end of the third rope, 150 feet.
Okay.
Rieta, got any rope?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't see any in my inventory.
Yeah. Well then, Tarvik will just be like, well, if somebody wants to swim down, they can use this as a guide for a little bit, at least. And then just see how much farther down we have.
Okay, so am I doing bad math? That is like 15 minutes of swimming down at 30 feet per round.
Right? I think that's wrong. If you're doing 30 feet around, it would be
10 in a minute, right?
30 seconds.
It would be five rounds at 30
if you're getting 30 feet around. And that's assuming we're getting 30 feet around in water. Realistically, it's probably going to take you a minute to get to the end because it's going to be like difficult terrain.
It's like it's like half speed.
If you dash.
If you dash, okay. Yeah.
And we have the potions of slipperiness as well, so we can
go fast.
So in theory, you could probably get to the end of the rope in like 15 seconds.
Okay.
Or we could just throw Tarvik in and he'll sink to the bottom.
Yeah, the problem. Look, I have a way to get back up. I was going to save that for later, but.
Okay, who wants to volunteer to take? Well, I mean, are we all going down, or is one person going down?
I can't see.
I would be willing to give it a shot. I'm probably have the best chance at stealthing and being able to see a little bit.
Okay. I do not object. I am also willing to go, just because I have some barely some range stuff, but if you feel confident. I don't know, I really don't want to fight anything, so. Yeah, you go.
Okay.
I'm going. Do you want the oil of slipperiness? It lasts for 8 hours, so I don't mind giving it to you now.
I'll take it, but I'm not gonna drink it right now. I'm gonna just go down and sort of I'm gonna have my potion of water breathing in hand, so that if I need to, I can chug it while I'm down there.
Okay, we'll take your potion of water breathing, but I want to go ahead and put the oil of slipperiness on you. Do you have any objections to that?
I can take that as well.
Okay.
Okay. Tarvik will also be like, and if you get stuck, just pull on the rope twice, and I'll yank it up.
Okay, I can do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and give everyone, like Tarvik, I'm gonna give you one of the extra water breathing potions, and Kassandra, you have one in your hand too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks.
So everyone has one.
All right. I'll see you guys soon. And Rita will. Sorry.
You got this.
Okay.
You're
Rita will jump out of the boat with her loaded crossbow in one hand and her potion of water breathing in the other, and start swimming down, staying next to the rope.
Okay. And you said you are stealthing for this? Or not?
Yes, I'm trying to swim stealthily.
If you swim stealthily, go ahead and roll a roll a stealth check for me. Alright, roll athletics for me. Okay, very nice. So you dive in and you are making your way down. It is hard to see because it is dark, but also because the water gets a little bit murky. So it looked okay up on the surface, but you can tell there's like sediment just kind of like drifting in the middle of where you continue to go down, and there's like little bits and pieces, basically like not pollution. Is that right? Pollution, but like the things that people. There's a more specific word for it, but for now we'll say pollution, as things are kind of like floating in the water and getting in the way of you kind of seeing things. You continue to make your way down, and it is getting colder and darker as you start to lose the light from above. You do see the rope that is hanging close to you, and you continue downwards, swimming downwards. You are nearing the end of your capacity to breathe, you feel like, as you are getting close to the edge. But just towards the end, you continue forward a little bit, and you do see in the distance what appears to be long strands of kelp that are still quite a way away from you. I'd say about like 60 feet away. I'd say just the end of your vision here. You see the tip of the kelp strands that are kind of flowing in the water here. So you assume that you're probably close to the bottom here, but you're like close to suffocating is the word I'm looking for.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the rope and try to start swimming up and try to get up there as fast as I can.
The rope is not with you. You've gone beyond the rope at this point, because the rope only went 150 feet. You went beyond.
Okay.
Unless you would have stopped, then this is different.
Yeah. I didn't realize I was going that far down. How long have I been underwater? I think I have 2 minutes that I can hold my breath.
Well, so you tell me. So how long would you have gone? Would you gone past the rope?
If I felt like I was getting toward the end of my breath at the rope, I want to. I mean, do I? Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like yes, I should. Now that I'm thinking about this, I'm going to take the potion of water breathing, and I'm going to swim even further down. That's what it's for.
Okay. So at this point, guys, Rieta has been gone for about 3 or so minutes. And Rieta, after taking the potion, after going beyond the rope, like I mentioned, you notice the tip of kelp strands. Do you continue to move forward?
I don't feel like I have. Yeah, I am. I don't feel like I've seen enough. So I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, you keep going, and you notice as you go down further, these kelp strands are actually very long. They're probably like 10 feet long or so. And so as you make your way towards the bottom, you do now see solid ground underwater. And make a perception check for me, please. As you
That's a good roll.
Yeah, that is a really good roll. As you look at the kelp strands, even though it's dark, despite that and your dark vision, you notice that in these kelp strands, they are in clusters. There are lots of them scattering the floor. You notice one, that there appears to be body shapes within the kind of kelp clusters. You notice that they look a little humanoid, like bodies, and they seem to just be drifting along within these kelp pockets, if you will. And then another thing you notice is that in between one of the kelp pockets, it appears there's a hole of some sort that you go below the ground. It's a little odd. Because you see the ground around you. You see that's where the kelp is coming from. It's sandy, it's sedimenty, but you see there seems to be some kind of opening hidden amongst the kelp.
Okay, I think I found what I'm looking for. I'm going back up.
Okay. You make your way back up. Make a survival check for me.
Oh no, have I gotten lost?
At least you can find the surface.
Okay. You don't quite see the rope where you think you would have thought the rope would be, but you continue swimming upwards. And you do breach the surface. You're about like 60 feet away from where you originally dove in. And you guys see Rita's face pop up.
We wave. Rita!
I'm gonna swim over.
This all took probably about 6 or so minutes in total. Ish.
And start pulling up the rope, at least one length of it. I feel like we need one length to take with us.
Yeah.
One length, okay. Then I'll take that much. At this point we might as well just take the whole rope up if it's not touching the bottom. Unless he's gonna come back and, like, I would just say, like, just the whole grappling hook will come back up. And I'll just untie all of the rope lengths, recoil it.
What'd you see, Rita?
Rita like sort of throws her hands up onto the side of the boat and starts to pull herself up, and the whole thing starts to shift and almost like it's about to capsize. I don't know if that is a danger, but Rita pulls herself up onto the boat, and she sort of just like stops to catch her breath for a moment.
Oh, yeah.
I found what looks like an opening into a subterranean cavern, and we're on top of like a kelp forest, and I don't know, as you go down, the waters get really murky, kind of inky and kind of gross, and inside of the kelp in the forest there's like it looks like there are creatures inside of them, like humanoid creatures in the kelp, like trapped in them, or just like floating in them, encased in them. I don't know. Yeah, it's really weird. I didn't like open up one of them. I didn't know if that would be a good idea, but I think that we can get underground. So, and it's not that far. It's like I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes to the bottom.
Okay. Should we take our underwater breathing?
So Rita took hers. So I'm going.
Yeah,
right?
I had to take mine to get all the way down there.
No worries. That's what they're there for. I'm going to hand her an extra one though, so that now we all have one. We should wait to take it till we get in. Who wants oil of slipperiness? And did we put oil of slipperiness on Rita, or did she leave before we did that?
I took one with me, but I didn't take it. I didn't use it.
I think
So
Tarvik needs it.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably do.
Okay. Whoever's making melee and ranged attacks needs it.
Well, short swords are okay, so I don't need it.
It's dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Yeah.
But also consider, Kassandra, you have the smallest speed, so you're the one that's going to hold us down. If someone else was having the smallest speed, then we get an extra whatever that comes out to be. But just because you're halfling, so if you took it, then we would be limited by the 30-foot movement to the 25.
Mm-hmm.
You are always optimizing. I don't care. If you want me to take it, I'll take it.
Sorry.
Sorry. The other thing, Kassandra, is here, it's helpful when you're able to sort of slip in and get close and get out. So I think that, we should have you be more mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So it makes me faster or something?
You're not impeded by being underwater imposes no penalties on any movements or attacks.
Okay. Gotcha.
And normally it would be difficult terrain.
Yeah, I'll take it. How many do we have?
We have 3. So Tarvik has 1, you have 1. What do you think, Rita? You want rock, paper, scissors for it?
Yeah, let's do it. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
How do we rock, paper, scissors?
Just on your honor. Just on your honor.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
It's like a D4, but a 3 and 4 count as the same thing, probably.
Or the other thing we could do is
D6.
each of us could
D6.
whisper to Olivia or anyone just what ours is, and then
let's do that. Let's do that.
How do I whisper to one
do a
person?
/ in the Roll20 chat, and then type in W and then space GM, and then that whispers your choice to me via chat.
Okay. And then just start typing after that?
Yeah, and I'll receive it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
All right, you both did rock. It's a tie.
Again.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
Okay, so it is Roland with paper and Rita with rock.
I handed the last one.
No, I have one. I hand it to you.
Yeah.
No, rock beats paper. No, rock beats paper.
Paper covers rock.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Yes, I swear I'm an intelligent human being.
It's late. It's Sunday night.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how long it takes, but it's an oil, so everyone put it on. 10 minutes to apply. Okay.
I'll oil up, I guess.
Yeah, same.
I love this. It's like you guys are going to the beach. Yeah, let me just get some tanning oil on.
I have to imagine though, we're in a fairly small boat, and the rocking back and forth is probably pretty bad because you have the waves plus people oiling up themselves
Does anyone need any help? I can get your back or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, sure. I didn't know I need my back.
You're supposed to do all around.
All right, Tarvik.
All right. And we are all slippery and I guess holding our water breathing. I tie a rope around my waist and hold up the other end. So he wants to hold my leash.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Tarvik, you're strong.
I guess.
Yeah.
I grab her. Like I'll tie the rope around my waist.
I'm just gonna swim forward, and you're gonna direct the rope, I guess.
Oh boy.
So these like bodies that were in the kelp, right? Like, I don't know. Do you think they might attack us? Like, are we like just trying to like get past them and inside? Or are we gonna like if they attack us, we have to like?
I don't know. I want to, if we can, just sort of get into the cavern and avoid them. You know,
because Kassandra can't see, right? Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
Should we try and stealth?
Just as a note, for Rieta, when you saw the hole at the bottom, it was within the kelp, and there appeared to be forms above it.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
Do you guys have any magical light that you could do underwater?
I don't think so.
No.
I can conjure a campfire, but like I don't think the fire is gonna
Yeah.
do anything.
No.
I mean, I don't know. We could go down there and try to open up one of these things and see what it is. Wait, how many did I see? Did I see 4? Just 4 bodies? Or was it more than that?
No, from what you could see within your range, you probably saw like 6, but then
Okay.
the kelp kind of obscures it, so you're not sure if there's more.
I mean, I don't know. Like we can open up one of these things and see what it is and see what we're walking into. Or we could just try to get past them and maybe avoid some trouble. I don't know. What do you all think?
If
I think we should
Kassandra can't,
stealth.
yeah, Kassandra can't see, I want to avoid engaging with them if we can.
Mm-hmm.
We do have to get into the cavern. We're gonna have to go like underneath a few of them.
Try to stealth. You think?
I'm not usually the quietest thing.
I
And
don't know.
like just
Part of
shifts his
me,
weight slightly and like it jingles.
you know,
Well,
I don't know. This is kind of really weird. I don't know if these these kelp things are whether they're creatures that live down here and like sleep in the kelp or something, or if maybe this is what they do with the bodies that they drag down here. Is like, I don't know, put them in the kelp somehow.
might just be a warning. I don't know. Let's try to sneak past, and if we do get attacked, we're gonna just try to press on until we're to a place where we're out of the water. That's our plan, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like whisper to Roland real quick, like, keep an eye on Tarvik. He's got my rope. Or he doesn't like lead me somewhere.
Yeah, we'll watch that for you.
All right.
I'm going to given that plan, I'm going to pass my crossbow to does Kassandra have a crossbow? No, she has weapons, so she's probably fine. And she can do cunning and stuff. I'm gonna pass my light crossbow to Tarvik because it does work well underwater. So I'm probably going to be dashing, and you guys have the slipperiness, and hopefully you'll be sticking by me, so you'll get actions while I dash.
Okay.
So I'm going to give that to Tarvik.
Tarvik receives a crossbow and he doesn't understand why and just holds on to it and puts it in his bag.
I'm going to give him a thumbs up and some bolts as well. I'll give you 15 bolts.
Okay, I will add that. Though I probably won't use it. I will add that to my character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
For Wade, at least. If nothing else.
Roland, are your books gonna be okay?
I mean, I feel like I've carried them around in all weather, and we've jumped into water before. I'm assuming I have some kind of pouch that keeps them relatively safe. That might be a big assumption, but
you can try.
I'll leave 101 ways to cook an ooze on the boat.
Okay.
I am not leaving my precious books. Going to trust that the backpack has some water, that they're wrapped in some waterproof area in the backpack. Like always, they're fine. Probably should have taken the books
Let's
out
dive
of the
in.
house. So much other stuff there.
I just jump in the water.
Yeah, let's go. I'll jump in after Kassandra.
I guess we're drinking the potion and then jumping in, correct? Or are we jumping in and then drinking the potion?
I think
Either
we're
way,
going
we're
as
doing
far
it
as we
now.
can, and then
Wow.
drinking the potion.
Okay, that works then.
Yeah.
So I'll jump. I'll look over. I'll look over at Kassandra and make sure that she's ready, and then I'll jump in.
My thumbs up.
Because the last thing I want is like Kassandra to be like, I'm not quite ready yet, and then just get yanked into the water by like a 300-pound man dragging her down.
Oh gosh.
I'm just like all thumbs up, ready to go.
All right,
Okay, we're going.
All right.
we're going.
Sploosh, sploosh. You guys drop into the water. And who is leading? Who's going first and down? Kind of leading the trail.
I guess Rieta, take us where you saw.
Yeah,
the
I can try to retrace my steps or strokes.
And all of you are trying to stealth, right?
Oh, yeah.
Trying being the word.
All right. Try your best. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Hey, Tarvik.
Disadvantage because heavy armor. Yay.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You hear dog cluds in the water.
Yeah.
Not tinks, but cluds.
Cluds.
All right. So you guys move your way downwards, and you continue to swim, seemingly easier, Rieta, now, or compared to what you experienced before. You guys are making more headway and more distance as you continue downwards. And as you do, out of the corner of your eye, you notice a swarm of fish approaching you, and I would like everyone to roll initiative, please. As you notice, these fish have large teeth and do not look happy as they make their way towards you. So we're gonna move the boat.
Oh boy, we're doing great on initiative, guys. So quick.
I'm going first and I can't even see this.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're just...
I'm just clueless.
Alright, give me 1 second while I set it up here. Oh, my computer's running so slow. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
I've been noticing a little trouble with Roll20 recently, like the past week or so. They've had weird, like, outage reports and stuff.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah. But thankfully today, it's great. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
It's probably too late, but I wanted to cast Mage Armor when I jumped in. Is it too late?
No, go ahead.
Thank you.
I guess Kassandra will just keep swimming forward and wherever Tarvik is, I guess.
I guess probably it's more like this if Tarvik has you on a rope.
Yeah. Did Tarvik stop or is he still going forward?
I mean,
just like bump into him.
Oh yeah, that's a question. This is the other problem where like Tarvik is probably now thinking like it's probably best if I jump in and go for the attack, but also at the same time that means that I'm going to have to drag Kassandra in for the attack. So
I'd be for the rope though.
Yeah, I just bump into Tarvik and I guess I'm confused. If you'll let me, I'll hold my action for anything that attacks me. And I will attack it.
Yeah, if we're not too deep yet, then you can probably see.
Oh yeah, can I see?
It's kind of dark in here. You went a little bit away. You're like, I would say middle of where you are. You've gone past like surface level stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so if you'll allow me to hold the action, I will.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, okay. So if something attacks me, I got my short swords out, ready to fight back.
All right. So these guys will come straight towards you guys, and they are chomping away. Ooh, yep. And I believe they hit with a 24. So they're going towards Tarvik here, and you take 15 points of piercing damage as the swarm starts biting through your armor and the places that are exposed.
Okay. Can they do something as well then? Can they make me a dexterity saving throw?
They shall.
I'll post what I'm doing here.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
It is a 12. Does that make it?
That fails, so they are going to take 2d8 of lightning damage. They will take 9 lightning damage as they do that.
Very nice.
Would you say Kassandra senses the movement of the water being different, or like there's combat afoot?
I was just say, at the very least, I feel like you might sense the fact that there are currently lightning bolts going out into the water.
Yeah, that would be.
You might be able to see the lightning.
Oh, okay.
That would give you a glimpse of these creatures gnawing at Tarvik.
Okay.
And you
just
see that they're very
for the
hostile.
next round. All right, cool. Thanks.
Okie dokie. Yep. Rieta.
Can I use verbal components while underwater for spellcasting?
Good question. Anyone know the answer to that?
I would think that it's theoretically yes,
yeah.
because I'm not going to drown. I have the potion of water breathing.
Right.
And
it's not the sound that it makes that causes it. It's saying the words is what I've heard.
Cool. All right, we'll go with that. So yes.
Okay. Given my belief that I'm not going to be able to really outrun these things, and I don't want anyone else to take 15 damage, we should try to kill them pretty quickly. I'm gonna do a vicious mockery on this swarm of fish, and I'm gonna say to them, "You have officially made a bad choice."
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
Oh my god, that is
I
great.
missed your puns.
Wow, look at that damage.
That is so fantastic. Hold on. Let me see. Yep, they fail it.
I think that should be 2d4, so I'm going to fix that. I'm going to roll one
Yeah,
more
I was
d4.
about to say it does change to 2d4 now, so.
Yeah. So, 2 damage. And they'll have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Nice. Okay, disadvantage. Attack. We'll mark that. We'll say that. Alright. Rieta, does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay, then we roll into rolling.
Do they look pretty hurt or not yet?
Not yet. They looked. They took the hits, but they still seem to have some energy in them.
Okay. Magic missile at 2nd level.
Nice. Now they're starting to look hurt as the missiles impact. You see the fish are kind of like taken aback by the impact, and they're kind of thrown a little bit with their bodies. I would say slamming into something, but they're just slamming into some more water. But they kind of take that impact, you notice, as their vigor has reduced a little bit.
And I'm going to move back slightly.
Don't you have to roll multiple missiles?
Oh, so
no,
for
or am I
me,
missing something?
Yeah, for me, for magic missile, it's just take the one and then just multiply it.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
It just makes math easier.
Mm-hmm. Nope, that works.
But I did say second level though, so that would be 4 times. That's my turn. I move back a little bit.
Okey-dokey. Tarvik, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah, I just want to take these things down quickly. So I'm gonna just thunder wave in front of me at first level.
Nice.
So.
Nice. And so, excuse me, as you do, you push forward, you notice that their bodies go limp as they slowly start to... Do they sink when they're dead, or they rise? They rise, right?
Rise, yeah.
Okay, so they go ahead and rise as their bodies flail and flash no more. You notice that they're gone, out of your sight.
Kassandra will like stab at the air where they were. Like...
Tarvik would gently put a hand on her shoulder and like just like pat twice and then just keep swimming.
Okay, just thumbs up. The swords away.
Alright, so you guys continue swimming forward. And it takes less time, Rieta, you notice, to get to the point where you were originally. And you do notice, as you took a look before, the kelp swaying. Lots of kelp. And within, you can see the shadows of the humanoid forms.
Alright, Rieta is going to swim and lead the way to where she found the cavern.
Alright, so you go towards this opening, and it's no more than maybe like a 5x5 opening. And you notice that as you get closer, you see these humanoid forms that are kind of surrounding that opening area. And you can't help but notice, you see that they are variations of human, dwarf, halfling even, from best you can tell, either a human form or smaller. And based on your knowledge, these are probably the races that these creatures could be. However, they are bloated and waterlogged and old looking. You can see some of the skin has started to peel off, and you see the bone of these poor creatures who are down here. They don't move in any sort of fashion that you would consider like attacking you. They seem to be drifting along with the kelp. You see that some of the kelp has actually wrapped around the feet of these humanoid creatures as they sway in the darkness.
That's super creepy. I'm going into the cavern.
Alright. You make your way in. Rieta disappears in front of you guys. What do you guys do?
I'll follow behind, dragging Kassandra along.
Okay.
I'll go last.
Alright.
I'm trying not to touch this kelp if I can.
Okay. Yeah. You guys head on in. And you notice, Kassandra, you can see a little bit, though it's very dim. Around you, you notice as soon as you enter in, you appear to be still underwater, but in a new area. The walls around you seem to be glowing a very dim, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Moss-like color that seems to be glowing ever so faintly. It gives you some visual, though not what you're used to. I think you should see on your screen that it's a little dark, if you can confirm that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
You can see like a short area around me, yeah.
Awesome.
Maybe it's my token. I cannot see anything right now. So.
Are you in the middle of the page? Because it is a very large page.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm zooming out. I don't see, I just see pure darkness, even all the way zoomed out.
Let me see. Maybe it's a token thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is a token thing, so let me give you your dark vision as you have it.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Okay, there we go.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I see it.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, so you notice you seem to be in some sort of space. You're not really quite sure what space, but the walls seem to glow a little bit. For those of you with dark vision, you see, as you would with your dark vision, no specific colors, just shades of black and gray. But you have your normal visual. It seems a little murky in here, as the sediment is not that clean, but it is fairly quiet in here. You do hear some movements here and there off in the distance, and it seems to be bounced between these walls. So you're not quite sure where you're hearing the exact location of the noises, but you hear just like general underwater movement type of noises.
And we are still underwater. It's not like this is an air pocket or anything.
We're in
Mm-hmm.
water still.
I guess I point both directions and shrug, looking at you guys, like which way.
Try not to touch the moss. But I vote up. Page up.
Okay.
I'm going
Sure.
to sort of like point at Kassandra and, kind of look at her as if to say, lead the way.
Okay. I dragged Tarvik north.
Yeah, you have probably a hard time dragging Tarvik, but Tarvik swims along.
How long is that? How long is the rope?
50 feet.
50 feet. So we have room.
I mean, probably less because we're tying it around ourselves, but like I would say, like we still have like probably about 40 feet. Like we're really realistically, we're not towing as much as like.
Like on the way down, maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still considered stealth from earlier, or do we need to re-stealth? So I would like to stealth.
We're swimming quietly, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, go ahead and reroll.
Okay.
Oh boy, just as bad.
Oh, Tarvik.
Hey, welcome to the definition of probably this adventure for a long time.
I'll move forward. You guys looked at me and pointed to leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her get some distance.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna check first to the left here. I think it might be a circle, but I just want to check. And I think at some point I have to pull Tarvik.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm just gonna hang on. You got about another like 10, like probably realistically like probably like another. Yeah, you got like maybe another 5 feet. That right there.
Okay.
That starts when you're starting to pull Tarvik.
I'm gonna say, don't let the rope hit the moss.
Well, yeah, that's why I was like, all right, if we're not going tight, then like 35, 40 feet is probably the max we're gonna be able to go.
Okay. All right, go ahead and I guess move.
Yep, I moved up a little bit, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to keep pace with you at this point.
Yeah, I don't want you out of my vision.
I'm just going one square at a time. So.
You're just measuring so many things.
I know. I'm trying to throw you guys off.
Gosh, yeah, this is a crazy map. It's okay. No, it doesn't bother me. There's so many options.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll try this little narrow bit. Do I get the feeling this is like a circle?
Out of the corner of your swimming ears, you notice that there appears to be a fast movement coming towards you, and it is appearing very quickly.
I shout, I say something to the group. Something coming.
And
point at it.
Yeah, so I would like everyone to roll initiative here, as there appears to be a creature who has come towards you. drawn by Tarvik's noise, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do descending. Oh, perfect. So, Roland.
Okay. Roland is going to Thunderwave. Yeah, I'm gonna Thunderwave at Thunderwave at 2nd level.
Give me 1 second. 13, fail. Nice. So, bam. It is a very loud noise despite being muted a bit by the water, but you hear like a dull thud sound as the wave moves forward and pushes this creature away.
Sorry, didn't really think about that there. And then I'm going to move back to. Actually, I don't know how far I can get. Oh yeah, I'm moving back to back this way. I say, Kassandra, there's a fish.
Can I hear?
And it sounds like.
Yeah, I was about to say, speaking's probably not the right move, but.
You hear a little bit of garble.
Gotcha.
Alright, Roland, that ends your turn?
Yep, it's my turn.
Alright. Tarvik.
Alright, I can go to there, measured it out, the rope still works. And I guess I will try to take a swing at this thing.
Go for it.
25.
Oh, yes. That for sure hits.
So that's 10 slashing damage to it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for right now.
Alrighty. And then we go to Kassandra.
Alright, I'll start swimming towards the thunder wave action that occurred. What's my swim speed? Is it just my movement speed right now?
Yeah, it's your just movement speed right now.
Okay.
Because you have the that oil that you put on. That good old tanning oil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bonus action dash so I can get over here. Would this be flanking or?
You have to
Not
be
quite.
like one more. Like over
I don't think
here.
I could reach up. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just have to stay here for a second. I'll take a jab.
Jabby jab.
Jab. Ugh. Is that enough?
No, that does not hit, unfortunately. So as you go forward, you're still getting used to the mechanics of, fighting underwater as the resistance is pulling you a little bit to the left.
That's all I can do then.
That ends your turn?
That's
Alright, so now we go to this creature, which looks very large to all of you in comparison to your size. Tarvik, just a little bit bigger than you, but definitely to everyone else, it seems to be very large, and it seems to move quickly through the water as it reached you at a fast pace. Here, let me expand it for you guys so you can take a look too. It's not very pretty in its form, and it has the shape of almost like a mermaid with its tail, but with its appendages in the place of arms here. And so what it does is it goes towards you, Tarvik, and it goes to bite. So that is a 19, which I think hits.
That does hit. Yep.
And you take 8 piercing damage, and it turns around and tries to claw at you, Kassandra. And I think it misses with a 13.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And so it, it just kind of stays where it is. Rieta.
Okay. I'm going to start by expending a bardic inspiration to use my mantle of inspiration, giving everyone 5 temporary hit points. And if you would like to, you can right now use your reaction to move and not provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay, I'll do the flank then.
I was going to say, if you want to get over there, I was going to move over. If not, but I'll stay where I'm at too.
Okay. Is that flank?
Then,
Yeah. Looks like
That is
Yeah.
flanking, yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to move my speed to here. And then with my action, I am going to cast a Vicious Mockery. And I'm going to say to this guy, after this, you'll wish that you were a pacifish.
I love how you came prepared with these jokes. Oh my god, that's great. Oh gosh, I need to make my save. Hold on. And I make it.
Okay.
It was 15.
That's it. That's the end of my turn.
Let me see, I'm reading. Unless you can tell me right now.
Yeah, 15. If he needs
Just
to roll a
makes it.
15 or higher to save. So if
Yeah.
he rolled 15, he saved.
But
Meets
is
it
there any,
beats.
is it like half or anything? Or is it fine?
Oh
Not
no, it's
cantrips.
if he saves, nothing happens.
Okay, okay. Alright, and that's the end of your turn, Rita?
Yes.
Okay, Roland.
Rowan is going to cast. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Magic Missile at 3rd level.
Ooh, how many times is that?
5 bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 plus 1 per second plus 1 per third. Yeah.
Cool.
So bad.
Alright, let me do some now. This one's looking hurt. As you go ahead and the missiles strike its body, you can see the what its blood is kind of leaking from its sides from these impacts. Does that end your turn, roll?
Yep. Sorry, that does it my turn.
Alright, we go back to Tarvik.
Alright. Attack with my great axe at advantage because flanking.
Perfect.
24.
Definitely.
There's 12.
Ooh, nice.
And then I'm starting to get a little hurt, so I'm going to bonus action healing word myself at 2nd level.
Awesome.
For 9 back.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Okay, and you see it gripping onto its harpoon, kind of swaying a little bit. Kassandra.
Backstab. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. And so as you strike, you notice that it no longer starts waving, but its last wave as it kind of just starts floating in the water and starts to drift upwards. As this is no longer alive here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the... Here we go. Okay. You have this creature in front of you floating.
It doesn't look like it has clothing, but I guess search it for any like symbols or any clues.
Or
I
pouches
Might
even.
have
Yeah.
Just stuff that helps with being underwater.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You go ahead and roll investigation, whoever's searching.
I will.
I'll help.
Okay. Kassandra, as you investigate, you don't really notice anything other than that there's a harpoon.
Mm-hmm.
However, Roland, you see behind you comes up another one of these creatures.
Oh no.
Yep. And it uses its movement to get here, and it will, I'll go ahead and use a dash to get up right on you, Roland. Here. As that, it takes its turn. Rieta. It is your turn.
Now seems like a great time for Dissonant Whispers. So I'm going to cast that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And that fails.
Okay.
Alright,
so it uses its reaction to move away from me as far as its speed allows.
Do I get a reaction on it? Opportunity attack?
Give me 1 second.
I don't.
No, because it wasn't forced to move, unless I'm wrong on that. Does it say?
I think
Not Dissonant Whispers is it's using its own movement. It's not like a shove
okay.
where like you're forced back, like you have no choice. This is you are physically using your reaction to move back.
Gotcha.
If you want to think of it like it's basically like this is closer to fleeing as opposed to like forceful movement.
Okay, cool. So Roland, go ahead.
Do I have to make it with a melee?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a melee.
Let's see, 25, 40. So it's gonna go here. And that does hit. So go ahead and strike it as it leaves your space. Noise. And I believe Rieta is at the end of your turn.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to stay where I am.
Alright. Roland.
Roland is going to Roland's going to cast a spell. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with Magic Missile. I'm gonna do it at 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 4 of them.
Yep. Nice. As you see the impact, you can see it is taking a toll on this amphibious creature. And I think that ends your turn, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Actually, I probably should move. I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
All right, I will get up to here, and I will. I'm just close enough now. I'm gonna toll the dead.
Oh, nice. Wisdom save, I think it was.
Yep, wisdom save.
Ooh, fails.
Okay, so that's 13 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Because it's already taken damage.
Correct.
Yep. And then I'll just stay right where I'm at for right now.
And it is looking bloodied. It's clasping its harpoon, and looks like it's been damaged by you guys. Kassandra.
I can't quite see it because my non-dark vision eyes, but I think it's that way. So I'm gonna start going this way. Okay, looks like I need to bonus action dash, so I will do that. Pop right up on it. And take a stab.
Steady step away. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good roll.
Nice.
And I already used my bonus action to dash, so that's all I can do.
You can see it is very hurt.
Nice.
As it now takes its turn, laying into you, Kassandra. And so that's biting, and that misses. So it goes forward and you kind of dodge it a little bit out of the way, but then it strikes with its claws down across your armor, and you take 11 points of slash damage.
Alright.
As it just kind of snarls in your face, and it turns to Rieta. Or it doesn't turn to Rieta, but Reden's turn.
Okay. I'm going to swim up next to Torvik, and I'm gonna do another vicious mockery, and I'm gonna shout underwater at this guy. You smell like a load of carp.
Thank you so much. This is great. And it fails again.
It looks like the party can't really hear all of your good jokes.
Yeah. It just sounds like.
that's true. Very nice, very nice.
And that's it. That's all I'm doing.
And so, with that, despite you guys not hearing it, the marrow was impacted by it greatly. And looks to Rieta in a very confused and dissatisfied look, and the life just drains out of him as he starts just floating in the water.
Beautiful.
I look at my short sword very confused, like, is it a delayed reaction?
Alright, and you guys feel like it is safe right now.
I am going to use an action to activate my Pearl of Power.
Okay. What did you have stored in your Pearl of Power?
Oh, no, it just gives me back a slot, not a...
Oh, it gives you a
not
slot.
spell.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of, I think, the stone or whatever.
Did you want
The
to give me a
spell
different
story.
magical item than you did?
Maybe in the future. We'll see.
Maybe in the future.
Can we? I guess at this point, are we going to search these things again and check and make sure that they don't have anything on them that can help us?
I kind of think, we should just keep exploring. I mean, we can search the other one that just showed up, but I think we should just keep exploring.
Kassandra will try to rifle through its pouches? Gills? I don't know.
You see, it's kind of like a mermaid where, the bottom half portion is basically like a fish tail. And it seamlessly transitions to a body. They're not really wearing too much clothing. I don't know if you can see when you expand it. Here.
Gotcha.
Blackness covers them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they have clamshells?
I'm just gonna... These are.
It
I
does
think
look
these
like
are
he has like a
men
belt on, so in theory he would
loincloth.
have like
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna
pouch.
search his loincloth. Yeah.
New fashion item, kelp belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's sustainable fashion, guys. Alright, so you take a moment to look. Other than its harpoon weapon, it doesn't seem to be carrying anything else.
I just look at the rest of the group and shrug.
Yeah, you do notice it's like merfolk-like form, though.
I make little gills next to my head, like with my hands. I pretend to make gills. Like, what's going on? And I point at the various directions.
Yeah, geez, there are a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We came from this way, correct?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna have Tarvik go over to here. I'm gonna get a pitten out.
Thank you, Kassandra, for continuing the rope thing.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna get a pitten out and just like with touching the least amount of moss possible, but like still trying to get it into the rock more. Tap it into the wall so we have like a way that we know how to get out.
Okay. Go ahead and mark it.
Yep.
Okay.
Like mark it on the map, like using the paintbrush.
Oh, mark it on the. I thought you meant mark it off my character sheet. Yep.
Oh,
I
do
will
that
mark it
too,
on the map
sure,
as well.
but mark it on the map, yeah.
I'll just boop right there.
Perfect.
God, this guy's such an experienced adventurer. Rita is very impressed.
Kassandra
Okay.
looks jealous. Like, I would have thought of that.
That is not what I wanted to do.
Oh.
Got it. I'm gonna move my character. All right.
I guess, I don't know. I'll point at Rita and do the same move she did to lead.
Oh boy. Okay. I'll start. I guess leading. This is a good idea.
I'd choose chaos.
I would like everyone to roll initiative again, please.
Yay!
Oh, hi.
you see, this is why we put pittance down, everybody. So now we don't get confused when we die.
That thunder wave was very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. I think.
Can I ask how much time has passed since we've been down here, like underwater?
Good point. Yeah. Well, the battle was pretty short, and you swimming only took a few minutes. So I would say you're probably at around 8 minutes.
Okay.
That's good to hear. I was worried it would be like 20 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, let me and to make sure I have token selected. And here we go. Sending. Okay. So, before we go into this round, the marrow. Oh, sorry, it's a marrow. I just said it. These fish.
You said it a little bit before.
Oh, did
yeah.
I too? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I'm not surprising anyone. Well, these creatures, I was dropping hints like, oh, they're like merfolk. Gets the drop on you as they were stalking you after seeing this go down here. So one rushes Rita here up in the front and will go ahead and do its attack here. Ooh, but that's in that one, so that doesn't hit. And I believe this one hits with a 16. So Rita, all of a sudden out of the corner of your eye, you see this creature rush towards you, very similar looking creature. And it swipes at you and also tries to bite. The bite missing, but the claws catching your armor as it rips through, giving you 9 slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
And then we go to Tarvik.
Okay. Let's see. 25 feet. I can't get flanking with it. It's just jutted in that wall area there. But I think if I position it just right, I will. Oh, geez, I don't even know. I'll cast. Actually, before I move in, even, I'm gonna cast Shatter down here because I do have visual on this area down here. Just so I can get the marrow and not Rita or Kassandra, if that makes sense.
Yes, and throw Chatter in the chat for me.
Yep, I'm gonna. There's the spell description there.
Perfect.
And then here is the roll for it. Jeez, that is some terrible damage, though.
Alright, we'll see. Constitution. Oh boy. My computer doing this. Alright, hold on. Okay, I fail.
Okay, well, 4 thunder damage then.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, did not roll well.
All right.
And then I will use the rest of my movement to swim up to here.
Okay. Go to Rita.
Okay, I am doing yet another Dissonant Whisper.
Sorry, I am, I guess, unconsciously channeling my Brooklyn Nine-Nine with the cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Ooh, nat 1. Oh gosh, I've had a couple of nat 1s actually tonight.
That's okay.
No one's complaining here.
I know, right? This one will probably go the way it came to get away. And I think, Tarvik, you were in combat range.
Yeah, I was in combat range, yeah. It would have been right there. So.
Perfect. Okay, so then you go ahead and take your opportunity attack as a warrior.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not an advantage. That would just be an 8.
Alright, and it misses. Just make sure I'm getting.
Okay, and then I'm going to finish up by scooching around back here.
And then go to its turn here, so it's actually gonna come back and come right at Tarvik here for a bite and claw.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, roll 20. Alright, 10 misses with its bite as it moves forward. Also with its claws it says, despite its intent. This guy here will...
This guy where?
Oh,
This guy
Don't
where?
worry about it.
You'll see.
Don't worry about it.
You will see.
Cassandra is also confused.
God, it's like really going slow for me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roll 20.
Plus you're running 2 instances.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's probably why, because I didn't have.
Mhm.
Oh, that guy there!
That one! Oh, yeah.
no.
Oh yeah, that fella. Seen him around the block a couple times. Just you wait. Yep, and this guy here. Take their movement, and their whole turn ends by getting to you guys here. So Kassandra.
Oh no. I don't have any AoE, so I'm just gonna keep hitting guys. This one's already wounded. The one next to Tarvik.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Alright, so I will go smack that one, hopefully.
Smack it away. Indeed.
It's a very
smack
stabby
it.
smack. Wow, one on the sneak there. Take that. And I'll go ahead and bonus action attack too. Yay. Oh.
Oh.
That big, we're rolling so good with damage, guys.
Yeah. Just chipping away at it.
Sorry, and your sneak attack is because
Tarvik's there?
It's gotta be another ally close.
Oh yes, thank you.
Yep.
I was like, why is she's not stealth?
Mhm.
No, you're right. Alright. And we go to Roland. I think Kassandra, that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, then yes, we go to Roland.
Thunderwave
It
at
is
third
not
level.
looking happy, by the way. The marrow by Turbo.
Okay, cool.
That is so bad.
Let me see.
Another one. This game
It
is
does
cursed.
make it save though. So I don't.
Do I get both of them in the cone
Oh yes, you do. Let me make another one.
or cube? Sorry, cube.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that one makes it save too. Alright, so 8, 3. Okay.
I feel like damage is done. It's okay to be loud now.
Yeah.
Literally, damage has been done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna move, so that is my turn.
Okay. And then it goes right back round to Torvik.
All right. Question of the day is, how many more of these things are we going to have to fight? Because, let me ask, is it worth me just, like, if we fight enough of these, like, probably one more encounter of these things, it's worth me doing a 3rd level spell to do something. If not, it's a bit of a waste, but...
We haven't seen their master yet either.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't even know if the master would be coming after us quite yet. I think I'm just going to attack the one in front of me.
Okay. How shall
Actually,
we attack him?
well, hang on. I'm going to attack the one in front of me, but I'm going to attack it by first moving over to here.
Okay.
And then, so I can flank.
If you have more movement, I would suggest moving 1 block more to the left for it to consider
One more?
flank. Yep. There you
Okay.
go.
Yep. Yeah, I got plenty. 26.
Oh yeah.
So that's 11 slashing.
Nice.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. It is not looking happy as it gets that damage and the impact. We go to Rieta.
Okay. I'm gonna do another Dissonant Whispers on the same one that Kassandra and Torvik are fighting.
And it fails. So let's see, this one, since you're over there, yeah, it'll still probably go this way. So it'll go here.
And then me
then
and
I'm gonna
Cassandra.
use-
Yes.
Oh yeah, you guys have things.
Yeah.
Cassandra would get hers first.
Yep.
I know it's low, so
Right.
that might make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Seen?
Yes, that hits.
This would have sneak attack.
Oh. It's 2d6.
Yeah, and as you both swipe towards it, as it tries to leave your area, so it'll probably get around here as it tries to move, you just see the blood at each scrape and attack as it no longer moves.
I do an air high five towards Tarvik.
Nice.
Jarvik is confused on what you're doing, and is concerned that means I'm hurt somehow or something like that, and he's not familiar with what language you try to speak underwater.
I just look confused and put my hand down.
With my bonus action, I'm going to use my Mantle of Inspiration. So once again, we all gain 5 temporary hit points, and everyone but Kassandra, who has already used her reaction, can use that reaction now to move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So I will use my reaction as well, and then my movement to get even a little further. How far do I want to go? Probably
That's
like.
it. And I'll just slip right there.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. Just do the big shuffle here.
Yeah, exactly.
Do the temporary hit point stack?
No,
they do not.
They
so
don't.
if you had them, they would replace. Or I don't know. I think you can pick which ones you get.
You get to pick.
It's the same.
I was about to say, unless you got damage,
fine.
it's the same.
All right, and I think Rieta, you're end your turn, right?
I've done everything I can.
All right, and with this, we will end tonight's session because it is coming up, at least in our time, Eastern time, 11. So I hate to end this mid-battle, but I believe it must be ended. So here we will end.